Hi, this is Anne. Today I'm just going to play with cardboard. If you live in South Africa, take a lot box, works very nice. I always try to recycle mine. So I'm going to make 4 layers because I want to make a heart. If you get a bigger box, you can make a fatter heart. Mine is a little bit long and like that, but that's the box I have now, so I'm going to use it. So I've started here with a template. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to first glue. You can either cut it out and then glue it onto one another. Let's do that rather. So I'm just going to first cut this one out, and then I'm going to use this for a pattern. Okay, so I've traced these 3 and I've got this one, and I'm going to cut them out now, so I won't make you watch everything that I've cut. So I will just speed it up, or I will cut it out. Okay, you can see I've got this one that I made the template from, and I've got this one that's folded, and these 2 ones are nice. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use them for the back and for the front. So I'm going to glue these ones together, and I'm going to use my wood glue. It's just carpenter's glue from the hardware store. So I'm just going to put on a amount on each one. And the 2 that's in the side, the inside too. And I'm not going to worry to go up to the sides because I'm going to put tape around that. And I can maybe put in a little bit there as well, just to, when it lifted up, just to make sure that's glued down. And then I'm going to take my first one. I'm going to lay it down. My second one. And now you can see it's just going to quickly put something on this and let it dry, and then I will start working on this. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I've got texture paste. It's actually polyfiller that's mixed, already mixed, so you use it to fill your holes in your walls with. So I'm going to take about 3 spoons of these, and then I'm going to take carpenter's glue, the same one that I used to stick them together. It's a wood glue. Oh, let me just get this open. This is just in a bigger container. And I will just eyeball it. I've got 3 tablespoons in there, so I will put in a tablespoon. Okay, it's a little bit more. And I'm just going to mix it in. And I just want consistency that can go on nicely onto the cardboard. So you can just eyeball it. If you see you want a little bit more glue, you can put a little bit more glue, or a little bit more of your polyfiller. Doesn't really matter, as long as you can use it and you can see it can nicely smear onto your project. I'm not sure how much I need to have, so I've just made these. It's 3 tablespoons and about 1.5 tablespoon of my carpenter's glue. So I'm just going to quickly check all that thing is dry, and then I'll be back. Okay, I decided to put a little bit more glue in, so it maybe can be up to about 2 tablespoons, and just get something underneath here. So I think what I'm first going to do is I'm going to do the back and then let it dry, the back and the sides, and then I will do the front. So I'm just going to take a little bit. You don't need to do this, it's just if you don't like the cardboard, you know, these that you can see these from the side. So I'm just going to cover it up. I've done a lot of crafts without this, doing the sides, and it doesn't really bother, but I just want to show you can do both ways. So I'm just going to put this all around, and I'm going to cover the one side and let it quickly dry, and then I will be back. So now that I'm this far, I will be just taking my knife and just make a little bit of texture onto this. I don't want it too smooth. You can smooth it out as much as you like. I like the little bit of texture on it. So I'm just dabbing it and just taking my palette knife slightly over it. And that's enough for now. So what I'm now going to do, I'm just going to put this quickly where it can dry, and I can even you can even use your glue, your what do you call the thing, heat gun, but just be careful, it can maybe make a little bit of cracks, but if you like the texture you can do that. I will anyway be doing that as well. So I'm going to keep this. I think I will be putting another tablespoon of both my glue and my texture paste in here, so I think it's going to be a little bit not enough, and then I will see you. While I'm waiting, I decided to I'm going to use a few molds on my heart. This is just a glue gun. If you want to see how I do that, I've got videos. You can just search and have a look. It's very easy to make, and you just need molds, a silicone mold and a glue gun. So what I'm going to do now, while I'm waiting, I'm just going to give it a nice coat of gesso. If you don't have gesso, you can even use your craft paint and put a coat on. I've done that and it works as well. It's just to give it a little bit of a tooth, and when you put on your color you will need to maybe put on 2 coats, or it depends, you know, what type of acrylic paint you've got. So I've got time now and I'm waiting, so I'm just going to do that. And I'm not even sure which ones I'm going to use. I will see when I get there. So I'm just going to quickly speed this up, and I'll see you when I'm finished with this, and when that heart is a little bit drier, that we can put on the top coat. And remember, if you have got chalk paint works great with this. You can just use your normal chalk paint, and you can just give it 1 or 2 coats. I haven't got a light color at the moment. I think I've got grays and beiges and stuff, and I'm not sure what I'm want to make this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, so I just decided to do my gesso. And remember, gesso can go onto a lot of things, so when in doubt, put on your gesso. Okay, it's almost dry now, so I'm going to put on my top coat, and I will be putting on this rather thick. You can put it on as thick as you like. I just want to make sure I'm going around the edges first, and then I will come So I'm going to put on this very thickly, especially here in the middle, because I want to press that flowers into the texture paste. And you can even put a little bit of your wood glue again underneath your flower, and then press it into the texture paste. It's really up to you. I just want to take one that's shaped like that. I just want to put on a lot of texture, so I'm just tapping it. I see I've got a little bit too much there. I just want to, you can even do this and then just go over it. Just want to close that gap there. So I'm just going to put a lot of texture. Try and go up to the sides, and when this is dry, I will take a sandpaper and I will slightly just take the the roughness of the texture paste away. Let me just get my glue. I just want to put a little bit on, because you can see this is a little bit flat there. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that here and there. I'm not sure actually which ones I'm going to use. Maybe I must just start and put them down and see. I'm going to press it into my texture paste. Okay, that was not meant to be, but yeah. Maybe I've... You can even glue them on afterwards if you like with your glue gun. It doesn't really matter. Oh, now I dropped a little bit of glue and I don't want to do that. And now I'm just going to leave it to dry, and then I will show you what I'm going to do. So I'll see you when this is dry. It's going to take a while. Okay, this is dry now, and I think if you maybe do this, what I will do is I will maybe put a little bit of my paint into my mixture if it's not too runny, and then you don't need to paint it afterwards before you start to distress it or antique it or whatever. So I'm just quickly going to cover up with the box. You can use the inside as well. I just wanted to show it. I used the box and I recycled and whatever. So I'm just going to quickly dry this. Let me just do the sides first. I'm just quickly going to do this, and then I'm going to paint the front, but I'm not going to bore you with this. And then I will see you when this is all dry. Okay, well, I'm at it. I haven't painted this yet, but I think I'm going to make myself a hanger. I don't want to make it too big, so I think about something like this. And then I'm just going to roll this piece up. Okay, so this is still a little bit wet, but I've decided I'm going to make holes through it. So I'm just going to take this tool that my husband made, but you can use anything that can poke a hole that's sharp. And I'm just going from the back to the front. And then I will just go back. It goes very nicely and easy through, so you don't need to worry too much. Oh gee, it's a little bit skew, but that's okay. So I've got my little piece of wire now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take about the middle. I'm just going to twist it there. And then I will just be going through that holes from the front. And you can decide how long you want it. I think I will be going about for that piece there, and then I will be folding this over. Just be careful that you don't. And remember, this box is it is just cotton, so, or cardboard. We don't want to damage it, so I'm just going to take it to the front. I just want to twist it one time through the whole thing. I'm just going to twist it one around that area there. I see I've got a little bit shorter that side, but it's fine, doesn't matter. And then I will be just curling these away, so you can roll it around something, or you can just curl it up. Plier. Sorry, sometimes I must try and remember the things' names in English. This one is not going to have that much curls, but it's okay. Maybe some beads in here, it can look very nice. I've just got a little bit of dark brown here, and I'm going to take it on my palette knife. I'm just going to go slightly around this edge here. Some place you can go a little bit thicker and some place you can leave thin. I just want to give it a worn out look. And if you make a mistake, you can easily wipe this off. Don't worry too much. You can even use a brush. And maybe you can do it before you put the hanger on. But usually what happens is I start with something and I'm not sure what I'm going to do, and then I just go with the flow. Usually I put a glaze on, you know, like a brownish glaze that goes into all these valleys, and wipe it off. But that's still wet there. But I was in the mood for trying this today. I'm just going to do this at the back as well, so I will speed this up. Okay, I'm just taking my brush and going slightly here and there into the I don't want to do too much because I don't want the rose to get too brown. Okay, I'm just going over again with my palette knife just to make some of the edges harder where my paint wasn't dry, so I mixed a little bit of the beige into the brown, and I don't like that. I think I'm just going to quickly let this dry, and then I'll put a little bit of gold on top, and then I think I'm finished. Okay, now I've just taken out a little bit of my gold, and I'm just going to touch some of the areas with my gold. And I can even put a little bit on my wire if I want. And there you are, I'm finished. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I will definitely see you next time. Take care and happy crafting.